Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna review a web series. This is available on Netflix. It's an Indian crime story. This web series is based on a true event. There is two seasons for it. First season released on 2019. The second one is released just this month, 2022. The name of the web series is called Delhi Crime. And if you haven't watched the season one, please do watch it. It's available in multi-language. It's available in English. It's available in Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. So you can choose your favorite language, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you haven't watched the season one, I can just give you a glimpse of what it is. It's about a true story happened in Delhi in 2012. It's a gang rape of a 23-year-old girl in a bus and being thrown out of it, and how cops found all those culprits involved in the crime is the story. And season two is also based on a true story, but this is not about a rape, but it's about a robbery and killing during the robbery. All right, so this is being directed by Tanuj Chopra. Few names of the actors that I like to mention is Shafali Shah, who's acted as a DCP, but Vartika Chaturvedi. If you don't know what is DCP, DCP stands for Deputy Commissioner of Police. So she's a cop, she's the head of the unit. And there are a few other actors to be named. Is Rajesh Thailang is acted as an inspector. Rasika Tugal acted as another IPS officer, another police official. So this story starts in Delhi, city of Delhi. Before I go ahead with the story, I'll just give you a little intro to the reality of this crime. This is a group of people. They call themselves a Kacha Banyan group. The reason why they call that it's a Kacha Banyan in Hindi, Kacha Banyan means vest and brief. That is just, they will go inside the house just wearing a vest and a brief. They will just have a cloth on their face so you can't really see who they are. And also they have a habit of putting a lot of oil and slimy stuff on themselves so they can, if somebody try to catch them, they can easily escape. They use tools like the regular tools that we have in the house, like a small hammer, iron rod, or a screwdriver, or such things. So they are also involved, not only men but also women. And they also say they have a habit of a ritual of killing a goat before going to rob somebody's house, because they think doing that sacrifice they will not get caught. Okay, that's their belief. I know it's stupid, but that's what they believe. So this is a particular people belong to the similar caste or a tribe. That's what they say. So they're very active in 1980s. So their style of killing is they'll go inside the house, they'll tie people up, especially they'll choose the house. Like they will be roaming around that area for a couple of weeks and find out which is the right house. They especially choose a house. There's only old people are in there, but they have money. You know, there is a lot of houses in India where the parents live there and the children would have moved abroad, so they'll be living alone, but they'll have a lot of money. So they choose the house very carefully and they go inside in the night and they tie them off. Sometimes they kill them gruesomely, and the way they kill it is like without any mercy. Like they break their skulls in all different ways, and the crime scene is really, really disgusting and gory, you know. And also they have a strange habit. Whenever they do the killing, they don't just escape right away. They will stay there for a couple of more hours. They will eat the food. They will sometimes they drink there. So they'll take their time there. And the most disgusting part is they will urinate everywhere in the house, and they also take a dump just anywhere they want it. They don't even use the toilet. So the police say whenever this Kacha Bunny gang involved, the crime scene is really stinky and disgusting because of all this nasty stuff they do. So, you know, to get an idea, so this story is based on this gang. So you can imagine this is how the crime scene is going to be. The story starts with this killing of old couple, and this gang has been repeatedly doing it. But police have no clue and finding out who they are. Initially, what they do is one of the cop advises, you know, in India there is a lot of not only India, a lot of countries. When a crime happens, they always generalize, and they will go to a set of people. They'll be the first one to look into, right? So they might have a reputation of doing such things. So they will go and get all these people from certain places and do their investigation, but they couldn't get any truth out of it. And then they will get a break. They will find a gold merchant who gave details of a jewelry, which kind of similar to what one of the deceased lost. So they will go to that jewelry shop, the gold merchant, and they will see the CCTV, and they find an old lady who's coming in selling this gold jewelry. So through that old lady, they will actually catch one guy out of the group, and with his help they try to figure out who are the rest of the people. So the group is made of four. One is the woman and three is the men, and how they catch the rest of the group is the rest of the story, you know. So I don't want to tell everything in a review, and it'll be a spoiler. So these are the kind of web series you should watch it without knowing what's going to happen, and that's what keeps you engaged with this story. So I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to tell what are the positives of this web series. Is the story and the screenplay has a major role to make it so presentable and so likable, because even though it's a true story, definitely they would have added all the elements that needed to be catered to audience who wants to watch and also get entertained. Honestly, we all watch everything on the screen to be entertained, so the story and screenplay has done that. And then the music have been a great backbone for this story, because this is a close to reality web series. As I said, is based on a true story, so there is not much of a too loud music, banging music on the background. The background score is kept in a way it's very subtle, and it makes us to keeps the tempo of the story as well as keep the tension of the story. So that's been done in a very beautiful way. And then the next thing is a cinematography. So this happens in a big city, the city called Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. They've shown the localities of Delhi and the streets of Delhi, and all the parts where when a real crime happens, where all they go, the cops go, where all they have to travel. You can see all those things beautifully done in cinematography. And then we come to the acting of the actors, especially the DCP. She's one of the best actors. If you watch the season 1 and the season 2, she has done exceptionally well. And they showed the side of the police, because as a public, as a civilians, we only see from the outside. We actually have no idea what's the police goes through when they get a sensitive case like this. But when you watch this crime story, you can actually see the side of the cops, so you can see how they deal with things around them. So they will show the 360 degree of each and every police personnel, like how they balance their family when they're dealing with a case like this, how they deal with the press and the news channels, how they deal with their superiors and the pressure. So this is not an easy job, not all cops are crooked. There are good cops. So this story clearly shows the inside of the police work when a case comes like this. And I think they have pretty much shown the reality of it, how real it can be, the conversation they have, the problems they have. So that's another positive. Another thing which I like about the story is the season 2. They showed judging people and generalizing people just by their past. Like, for example, their forefathers would have been a thief. Doesn't make a present generation also the same. So they showed how wrong it is, how wrong to just presume and be judgmental about people just based on how their forefathers were, how their caste were, how their neighborhood was. A son of a thief is not necessarily a thief. He can be a better person than his father. So that is another beautiful message. And the negative, I can only think of one. If you watch the season 1, and if you watch now, you're watching the season 2, you might find the season 1 is much more deep in the storyline, and also much more entertaining in the aspects of entertainment, and it also has more than 5 episodes. So it's a long story, and there's a lot of twists and turns in the season 1. Season 2 is equally good, but the thing is, you always get to compare. When you watch the season 1 and season 2, automatically our mind will compare, the season 1 is better or the season 2 is better. That's the way we are. So just in that angle, I can say that season 2 is not as entertaining as season 1, but the quality of both seasons are equally good. So the mark I'm giving for this web series is 8 out of 10. And who I recommend this to is the audience should be 16 years and above, because there is no bad languages or anything, but the crime scenes are a little gory, and it's not really nice to see broken faces for people who are less than 16 years old. So I don't really recommend them to under 16. So it's available in Netflix. Like I said, you can watch it in English. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. I will see you in another review. Bye bye.